myself here. Okay, so fixed. Anybody? Yeah. Bring your agenda. Frank Lampard out. Yeah. Mo. Just the first greeting for me today is Frank Lampard out. Yeah. All right. Get him out. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna just give you the voice. All right. Anybody home? I don't even know where to start, man. What's going on with me? What's going on with my club? What's going on with Chelsea Football Club? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know it will be a lot of angry Chelsea fans out there, and I can't blame you, bro. I can't blame you. Just whatever you wanna say. That was babies against men, right? I told you in my preview that any team that's having some kind of issues, you just have to play Chelsea Football Club and it's done. All of a sudden, people start performing. It's a Chelsea thing. Anybody, if you want to come here, I'm going to send you a link. I don't have to speak today. Just there are so many people waiting. So just say whatever you want to say, but be brief, just cut it short. Just don't go on and on and on because people are waiting. If we get your message, that's it. Okay. Get your message across and give other people the chance to talk, if that makes sense. All right. Chelsea will never win again. Okay. So, everybody get the link. And like I said, if you keep on talking without saying anything or repeating the same thing and something, I'm going to cut you off because there are so many people who want to talk and who want to just get their frustration out there. So, there, the link. The link is already there. If you wanna just copy and follow instructions. Follow instructions and say whatever you wanna say. Let's go. The link is there. So okay. All right. As you can tell here, everybody is angry. Can you really blame everybody for being angry? Just say whatever you want, Say whatever you want. Allegri in. Team look deflected. I agree. Lampard out. Simple as that. Yes. If that is going to make you happy, that's just get him out. I think you have the power, right? Social media, keep tweeting, keep insulting. It might happen. Lampard kept all his best players and nothing changed. Yeah, but if your best player don't want to perform, and then he need to get out there and demand Anthony Taylor to give a penalty, right? So DJ, I'm gonna start with DJ. Maybe he might cheer me up a little bit and
oh my god. How you doing, bro?
Me something.
Mate, what can I say? I'm just so deflated. I'm so deflated at the moment. I thought when we first 10 minutes match, I thought, yeah, we could be in with a game. We played the plays that we wanted Lampard to play.
Mm-hmm.
He went with Lampard. He went with Werner up front. He went with Ziyech on the right, Pulisic on the left. but I don't know. I just don't know what happened. I think the only player that can really say he did something for us would probably be Pulisic, and he got booked in the game afterwards. But I think it's because he was trying. I think it's because he
Yeah,
was just trying to do something.
I respect your opinion, man, but even Pulisic frustrated me in the first half. I mean, I'm biased about Pulisic. Pulisic is my country boy, so I'm
Yeah, of course.
protective. But today, I don't know. He wasn't there, bro. I respect your opinion, but even him, the simple thing that he used to do. Yeah, keep going, bro. Keep going.
I mean, I think Werner. I have to say, Werner was trying. I think he was actually creating chances, but he should be the one scoring the goals. The only person I'm going to give it to is obviously Callum. I mean, he come on, he's got the goal. Again, it seems like the player that seems to be saving Frank Lampard at the moment. He seems to be scoring. Okay, it was too late, but he seemed to be the one to come on and score as the goal. Where do I go with this whole Frank Lampard agenda? I just know Twitter is just going to be utter up in the air now. Lampard out.
Yeah, I have to get out Twitter for a couple of weeks maybe.
I've been sick. To be fair, I've been sitting on the fence about Lampard because I don't want him. I'm not one for Lampard out, Lampard in. But I have to say, the question I have to ask myself today, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans will be asking, is he really in his depth to take this club forward? The players we have. I don't want to say I want him out because I never want that with any manager at the football club. But I have to say, is he the man to take us forward? I don't know. It's a question. I don't know what others will say.
Mr. T-Boy, can you jump in and tell us what you think about what DJ just said, man?
Hi, how are you guys doing? First of all,
Not good.
Yeah, man, it's tough right now. I mean, the game for starters, I want to say Lampard needs to trust his players more. Like trust players who are performing. Maybe they're not starters, but if they're performing, I think he needs to be able to work with them a little bit more. Like coming into this game, Werner has been playing really poorly. Callum, on the other hand, Callum Hudson-Odoi has been playing really well. I think arguably he's been our best winger over the last few games. And then Giroud as well. Giroud is not the best player ever, but he's been good. Every time he plays, he scores goals. And he's suited the way we've been playing lately, even though it's not the way we want to be playing ideally, which is just spamming crosses. But I think looking at it in hindsight, he should have started with Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, and Pulisic. But he just went and just like basically played the players based on how much money they were bought for, how much what their reputation is. He started Werner, and then he started Ziyech. Ziyech just came back from injury, and it's hard to debate him starting, but I just think Lampard needs to put more faith in his in the whole squad more. He needs to be able to work with what he has instead of just putting players out there because of the price tag on them. It's the same thing that happened in the Arsenal game. He rushed Chilwell and Reece James, even though we had Aspilicueta, who's more than capable of starting a game. And also, Emerson is not that good, but he still could have worked with him instead of rushing players back. So I think you get my point over there. Also, the way we approached the game could have been a lot better. The players were pressing. It's like everyone was just playing their own game. I didn't see like cohesion, like players working together and closing the ball down hard enough. It was just all over the place, man. It's a really tough game.
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I was happy with the starting 11. I wanted to see Timo Werner as the main striker, but every time he was just going on the left or
exactly. Here's the thing: Werner is playing striker. We need a focal point. I feel like he needed to stay in the box a little bit more. He was just going all over the place, man. He was playing as a false number 9, and that was not working. He doesn't have the quality to play as a false number 9 because when he has the ball, he's not going to create anything. Even some of the basic passes, he completely screws it up, and his touch is not the best.
Yeah, so the first touch is just like a Lukaku back in the day.
Maybe even worse. If I'm being honest.
Even worse. The Lukaku improved a lot with his first touch. What do you think, DJ?
And
Uh,
also, he could. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's
what was that?
okay.
Sorry, what was that again, Sobus? Who improved in his first touch? Sorry.
T-boy,
Oh, T.
go
Oh, yeah.
ahead.
I
Oh, he
think
was making a joke about Lukaku's first touch
no,
and how
no,
like
no, no, no. I know.
Werner's touch is worse than Lukaku's, basically.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so down and depressed about things. I just didn't even listen to that. But yeah. In terms of, I don't know. I think it's got a stage of Timo Werner now where he's trying too hard now to make an impression now, and I think
Hmm.
Yeah.
it's starting to. I think it's starting to show now, and in his body language and he's playing as well.
Yeah.
What I don't know. People say should we have gone with Giroud? Should we have gone with Abraham?
Hmm.
I for one wanted Werner to start because I thought yes, he needs to be playing in that front role that he needs to be playing as our number 9.
Hmm.
But I think clearly he's showing that he's trying too hard. It's not coming off. But I'm still confident in the player. I'm still think he's going to do well for us.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
Okay,
I was
so
also
Mr.
happy.
Yes, excuse me. I want to tell everybody that hey, you're gonna have your time, so we're gonna
Okay.
let Baggy, T-Boy, and the DJ talk, and please, we're gonna give you your time. So just stay by. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. T-Boy.
Yeah. I was saying, yeah, I was happy as well, to be honest, with Werner starting up front. But the thing is, he's playing up front, but then he's not really playing up front, if you know what I
Hmm.
mean. Like what I
Yeah.
said earlier, he was constantly coming out of the box. There were a few opportunities we had chances to put the ball in the box, and Werner wasn't there. So
Hmm.
basically, we played the whole game without a striker. It was really frustrating.
Yeah. Baggy, tell us, man. Say,
Yo,
say something.
yo. All right, guys.
Hey,
I'm
Baggy.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna. All right, boys. How's it going? I'm gonna start by addressing the formation and the match as a whole. The formation, the lineup, in my opinion, it
Hmm.
was spot on. Lampard had the right lineup, the right formation.
Hmm.
I'm a little bit concerned about Ziyech if he was
Hmm.
fully fit or if he wasn't. If he wasn't fully fit, I would have rather have seen Callum start and Ziyech
Hmm.
come on in the second half. But that's the manager's decision, and in hindsight, it
Hmm.
wasn't the right decision. But the thing is this: today, today we did not play like a team. Okay, there was no communication, there was no system, there was no setup. Today we were outskilled, outclassed in the first half, especially. In the
Hmm.
first half, every time Man City were on the attack, they were able to attack freely. There was hardly anyone trying to press,
Hmm.
anyone trying to cut out any of these parcel lanes.
Hmm.
And three beautiful goals, but there were three friendly match type of goals because there was no emphasis from our defense on trying to block that or stop that.
Hmm.
I think Mendy, his performance wasn't all that great. He fixed up in the second half, but in the first half he wasn't all that great.
Yeah,
All in all,
Mandy.
I'm yeah. All in all, I'm very disappointed in Frank Lampard. He
Hmm.
wasn't able to get the players to to be motivated to face Man City when they are losing. I'm sorry, when they are missing
Hmm.
a number of key players. I mean, if we were ever going to have a chance to beat Man City, it was tonight, and I'm
Okay.
really disappointed. Really disappointed.
Anybody can jump if you wanna jump, and we just talking, man. We just talking. If you wanna, Mister, let me see, Mister is Ishmael. Can you say something? Well, what do you have to say about it?
Oh, actually, I do not have anything to say. Just that this match today, I was very disappointed
Hmm.
because I was not expect something like that.
Hmm.
Even maybe I think the game is going to be tough, very hard, complicated, but I did not expecting like 3-1 like for
Hmm.
the first time, like for the first
Hmm.
half. It was very disappointed. But something that I have to say about Lampard, because
Hmm.
all of us we know the first time was not too much good about Timo
Hmm.
Werner. But I don't know what he's expecting, like the second half, like to maybe to change him, like to bring Abraham or Giroud. So that was my ask. Like I can understand it because all the time Lampard was doing the same thing, and keeping doing, and we are complaining and have to now, like ask coach, like experienced coach, he have to know what is wrong when you are back of like camp and you are looking all the match all the time. So you have to know like a day that is going to be well with your like striker or not. So
Okay,
me,
so brother, let me make it clear here because there are so many people waiting on the line. So it's
yeah.
Frank Lampard's fault. What was your solution? I mean, what
For me,
yeah.
yes, I'm going. Yeah, for me, I'm going to attack Frank Lampard for that because yes, we know that the first time the guys play without any formation. So that one I understand because you don't even know the midfielder, the centre back, the attack, nothing is not working well. You understand?
Okay.
So that one I
So
can
now,
understand.
so what is the
Yeah.
solution? You want him to go or stay?
Okay. For me, for now, because even first time, it's not
Do
that
you want
Lampard.
Frank?
It was like something that I want Lampard, but he has to learn some kind of thing that maybe we have to when we are in difficult. He have to learn some kind of thing that is going to resolve the problem. You know,
Okay.
it's not all the
Thank
time.
you.
Maybe when something is wrong, you just I don't know. I don't get it. You understand? So
Yes, sir.
for
I
my
respect your
opinion,
opinion.
maybe I just need to stay Lampard to
Okay.
go so we can have another experienced coach. For me, yeah, because
Okay.
it's not.
Thank you. Yeah.
I want
Thanks,
to
brother.
ask. I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question. This question is to everyone in the chat and to everyone in the panel.
Okay.
We all remember Jose Mourinho. He had 2 terms at Chelsea. He had 2 terms that were somewhat successful, but there was also issues in both of these 2 terms. Okay, now, in my opinion, and I want to know everyone else's opinion, but in my opinion, if we were to part ways with Frank Lampard, either him resigning or him getting sacked, it does not mean that in the future there is no Frank Lampard at the helm of Chelsea. I mean, in my opinion, Frank Lampard is still learning. He still needs time to learn. Maybe if he gets sacked or if he resigns, and then maybe 4, 5, 10 years down the line he could come back to Chelsea. I can't see a problem with that. But in my opinion, and Orgs, you know me, I'm a big Lampard in, and
Yeah.
I've always tried to support him. But today, I do believe that Lampard has a lot to learn, and I think in the dressing room, he is not able to motivate the players. We have got some of the best players in the league, no doubt about it. But we do need to get them motivated, and I want to know what do you guys think about that?
Anybody can jump if you wanna talk. You wanna answer to Baggy's. Let's go, DJ. What do you think about the Frank Lampard situation?
I totally 150% agree with Baggy on that. I was actually thinking that some time ago. We don't need to sack Frank Lampard or even get rid of him. If he's got a chance to come back and manage the football club in, say, 4 or 5 years down the line, get the experience he wants, maybe go and win some trophies elsewhere. I mean, I used to always think, in fact, he could challenge Steven Gerrard in the Scottish League with Celtic. To be honest with you, maybe challenge him for the trophies up there.
Okay.
Get some some titles up there. Then maybe 3, 4, 5 down the line. Let's be honest. I've got a feeling Steven Gerrard eventually will be Liverpool future manager, and I think Lampard can come and do the same as well. So yeah, I agree with what he's saying. I think he maybe could be the time, but I don't know. Like we said, we don't know who he's motivating. I don't know how the players to me don't look like they're motivated. I don't know even what Jody Morris is even doing in the coaching. I mean, I thought he was actually a well-trained coach, but it seems like he's out of his depth as well.
Okay.
So for me, yeah. I mean, I think that's a valid point. I think if Lampard comes back down the lines, that'll be good.
Okay, Mr. T Boy, what do you say about it?
Ox, just one bit of information. I mean, I'm following some of the social media, the Arabic social media, and they're talking about a big argument breaking out in the Chelsea dressing room. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is, but there does seem to be issues, behind the scenes. That's
Okay.
what I'll mention. It's a rumor, guys. It's not.
Yeah, that's I know certain account Well, it is what it is, man. Right now, everybody can say whatever they want because we
Sure.
lost.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
T-Boy, what do you have to say about it? Frank Lampard need to go and come back, go manage Celtic, get some experience, and come back. What do you think about it?
I mean, if I'm looking at it based on everything I've seen since
Mhm.
last season
Mhm.
and up to this point, I mean, if I'm just looking at it that way and not
Mhm.
factoring the fact that Lampard is a young manager,
Mhm.
I would say he needs to go for now and
Mhm.
maybe come back in the future. But
Mhm.
if you're taking into consideration the fact that he's a young manager and the club knew that he was inexperienced and everything,
Mhm.
I mean, you kind of have to be a little bit patient, even though things are really bad right now. But
Mhm.
I feel like it was a gamble the club took, and they kind of have to be a little bit patient. Maybe give him the next few games, see what happens. But if I'm just looking at it as like any manager,
Mhm.
I would be saying he needs to go, if I'm being
Okay,
honest.
Sammy J, what do you have to say, brother?
Good day, guys.
Yeah,
Good evening.
we.
Uh,
Good evening.
uh, Obviously the performance was not good at all, and I think the main, like, most time we forget that Lampard didn't have preseason with these players, because once, like what I was seeing, like comparing with that
Man, no
Man City
team.
team.
Let me tell you, Sammy J, no team had preseason, so it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
good.
yeah,
It's not really a valid excuse in this
Yeah.
point. Okay,
yeah.
it's
But
it's
based
it's
on,
3 months into the season. Everybody is having the same issues, and we can't continue to give excuses.
yeah,
Okay.
but like based on the playing style that Lampard is trying to impute in the team, because you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing that the passes were not really coming off, like the quick succession of passes were not coming off. Because if you watch that Man City team, they're always
No.
trying to get this. They were moving us around. Even during those set piece situations, they were literally moving our whole team around, like they were just playing chess around us. So you can see that the kind of football that we needed to play was not just trying to pass it into those channels for those counters. It's not about how you counter, it's about how you can move the players and create space, then attack
Okay,
those
so but
spaces.
hey, listen, you gave us this the formation before. You say we were going to win, so I am going to hold you to hold you responsible. Anyway,
I
I'm
said one
joking,
I said
Sammy
one
J.
one draw.
Yeah, I'm just joking, bro. We just exchanging here and getting our frustration out of the system. I don't want to hear about the position anymore. Okay, the position now we know that um Timo Werner is poor, whatever position he's in, and
Yeah.
also about what else about I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anybody want to say something? Take
Yeah.
over.
I just want to say, I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Right now, our club is in trouble. Our club is having issues. We should not add fuel to the fire. Okay, we should try to find a way to overcome this problem. Now, how
Mm-hmm.
do we overcome it? How do we try to resolve this issue?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we try to resolve this issue by identifying where we are failing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, if we're saying Lampard out, Lampard is not good enough. Where is
Mm-hmm.
Lampard failing? Is he failing in his tactics? Is he failing in his system? Is he
Mm-hmm.
failing in his training regime? Is he failing in his formation? Where is he failing? Well, okay, now that needs to be identified, and if that can be addressed, then maybe we don't need to sack Lampard. Maybe we can fix that problem and then try to move forward. We need
Mm-hmm.
to improve. We don't need to change, because change. Well, we did that. I mean, we brought in 8 players, 6 first team players. Okay, and that's a big change. Do we give it time? Do we try to implement the change? I mean, we're seeing some of the big money that we spent on Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. Those
Mm-hmm.
two are not there yet. They're still learning. They're still developing in the Premier League. Now, is that Frank Lampard's fault? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know from reading, articles from big journalists, and they said that Kai Havertz is not a player that Frank Lampard wanted to buy himself. He was a player that was a good opportunity, and the club is a club purchase, while Timo Werner is a Lampard purchase, from what I've read. So we need to address these issues. We don't need to be putting fuel on the fire and trying to burn our club down.
Okay, what do you say, Mr. T-Boy? What do you say about that? What Baggy says? Some people are saying Frank out, and some people start insulting. Hey, you don't insult because I'm gonna block you. Just be respectful for other people. You don't have to call people names. It's football, okay? You and me, we're not getting paid for this. We just support the team and spending a lot of money supporting a team. So if you're gonna come here and start insulting other people, and then this is not your place. You know what I mean? Anybody want to say something? What do you think about Anthony Taylor? Because I think that penalty was going to change something. You know, that was the penalty. Yeah, let me bring my agenda. Okay, let me just I don't care. It was a penalty, and that penalty could have changed everything in that field. What do you think about it?
I agree. I agree. It was as clear cut a penalty as you're going to get. I mean, compare that with the Reece James penalty the other night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that was a penalty. If that's the standard you're going with, that's a penalty. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree on that. I think it's just Anthony Taylor doing his usual dislike towards Chelsea and what he did in the FA Cup final. That was a clear-cut penalty. I don't know. Even Gary Neville said it in commentary. To be fair, when he looked, he goes, "I don't understand how that wasn't given." But then having said that, Gary Neville actually then changed his mind afterwards. To be fair, he goes, after that, he goes, maybe it wasn't. Maybe he just got a.
Yeah, he always like maybe not. You know, that's Gary Neville. What do you think, T-Boy? Was it penalty or not penalty? T-Boy, maybe he's taking some coffee or drinking some tea because. T-Boy, yeah.
T-Boy, can you repeat that the last question? I didn't get that, mate.
Now I'm in. I think I was backstage the whole time.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, you said the penalty.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
I saw it. I was really surprised. Like in the replay, it looks like a clear penalty. I don't know why they didn't even look at it. These refs just have an agenda against Chelsea, man. It's actually
I'm telling you, man. I've been making videos for the
man.
last week talking about Anthony Taylor, and people been telling me, "Oh, you're just giving excuses before." People don't understand how important it is the first goal. Okay,
what was the score at that time?
Yeah.
What was the score when that happened? I don't remember.
You score that goal, it's a completely different game. I don't care what you think. Yeah, you want to say something, Mr.
Yeah, I said, what was the score when we could have had a penalty?
It was 0. No.
Or was it 1-0?
Penalty?
Is it 1-0?
I think it was 0. I don't know, 0-0 or 1. Right after that penalty, it was 0-0.
Wow.
Right after that, we collapsed. It was no more Chelsea. It was all about Man City. Okay, so
I have a point to make here. I mean, if we're talking about the goals, I think it was the second goal when they caught us on a break from the Hakim Ziyech free kick. What was we doing there? Everybody was in their box. I mean, there was nobody on the halfway line. And
I was really
you should have anticipated a counter attack from Man City. I mean, they're no mugs, you know. And I was so
maybe because we don't know,
maybe we
don't associate Man City with countering. You know what I mean? Counter is just like a new thing for them because they would just push and score goals. But now it looks like they are defensively very solid and they can counter. So Man City are becoming, another team, not the tiki-taka we knew. Tiki-taka with a lot of intelligence. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was a lot of tiki-taka in the game. I mean, they played without a clear centre forward in that game, without a clear striker. And I really, really, really liked the way that Gundogan and De Bruyne were, moving to become the top and moving back out again. It's pure, Pep Guardiola's type of football, and it was really good. I mean, they really played it well.
I didn't go last Friday.
Okay, so who is talking now? Mr. Kanyi Sola. Kanyi Sola, what do you have to say?
Sir.
Yeah, what do you have to say, brother?
Um, I think Man City didn't came to win the game. They just sit at the back and then wait for Chelsea to come on, and they're based on counter attack, as you can see, and they defend solid,
Mhm.
and then they push the ball and they score the goals. So that's what they do. They say, okay, let's give them the possession and then let them have the possession. Let them do pass to me, pass to you, and then they get the ball, phew, they go
But
score the goal.
the end of the day is about the result, brother. Regardless of how you play football, there is no
Yeah,
only one way of playing football. It's about the result. You can sit back and you have maybe 20% of the possession, and you win the game. There is nothing wrong about it, brother. I don't see anything wrong about that.
yeah. Timo Werner need to, and I mean, he needs that guy needs to do something real quick. Like I
Okay.
don't know, he can't even shoot. Well, I don't know. It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea.
We can't shoot the ball. Everybody there, just we can't shoot. I agree with
Yeah,
you. So
they
are
want to
you
be doing
Frank
it.
in or Frank Lampard out, brother? Because
No, no,
we
no, no,
have
no. I am not Frank Lampard out. I am not Frank Lampard out. I still
okay.
trust the process, but the players need to catch up.
How they
I
catch
am
up?
blaming.
Maybe
I am blaming
he's
the
not
players.
motivating them anymore. Do you think he lost the dressing room? I mean,
No, I don't think so. I think Frank is trying his best, but I think very soon the players gonna catch up.
okay, so you need more time for Frank Lampard. Thank
Yeah,
you, brother.
yeah.
We have to give a chance to other brothers to talk. So stay on the line. We could put you back again. Anybody has to say? And my goodness, what do you think about Edouard Mendy? I don't understand what's happened to Edouard Mendy, but right now he's just like Kepa-esque, and I started calling him like Mendy Arisabalaga. Do you think that he was responsible for some of the goals that we conceded? Let's go, DJ. Do you have something to say about Mendy?
No, listen, I've got nothing against Mendy. I still would have him over Kepa any day of the week. But yeah, I think the first and the second goal, I think he did have. I think it was down to him. I think he should have at least made an attempt to. Well, he should have at least come out. At least maybe the first one, where he saved the first one. But I don't know. He seems to be dipping in form at the moment as well. It seems to be happening with the whole team at the moment. Mendy. But yeah, I think he's starting. I think sooner or later. I mean, we can have Petr going in the goal. Do you think?
Yeah. What do you think, T-Boy, about Mendy? Do you think he's still the man, or we should just go for what is the guy, Donnarumma? Do you think?
I think Mendy is the man for now. I mean, he's I don't think he's a world class goalkeeper, but I think he's a good goalkeeper. Like he's a
Yeah, me
solid
too.
good
Me too.
goalkeeper.
And from the
Um,
beginning, I didn't really expect anything special from him, just the
yeah,
basics. But now
exactly.
it looks like the basics are not done for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason.
Yeah, he's been making some mistakes. Like since the Leeds game, he's been looking really suspect, to be
Yeah.
honest. He came out like really silly, gifted them for the goal, and then in the next game he gave away a silly penalty at Everton,
Yep.
which
Yep.
ultimately cost us. And then he's been looking pretty dodgy lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he needs to fix up, but overall, I think he's still a good goalkeeper.
Baggy,
Yeah.
what do you think about Mendy? Your brother Mendy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with what the boys just said. I mean, Mendy has performed well, this season. He's had bad performances over the past few games, but like DJ said, everyone's had bad performances over the past few games. So
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't think it's just Mendy.
Yeah.
Mendy does have a lot of talent. Mendy is a very good goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Not world class, not yet, but he is a very good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And in the second half, I think Lampard, had a good go at everyone in the dressing room at half time. Because
Mm-hmm.
in the second half, Mendy did pull up some good saves, and he did all right. To be honest, I think it's an issue that does need to be addressed further. I would
Mm-hmm.
like to see Donnarumma come in.
Okay.
If if he changes his agent beforehand,
Yeah.
it would make him
that's
good.
it.
That would do it for me. Yeah.
Okay. So, Tony, what do you think about Mendy?
Monday for now is good.
Okay.
There is
And
Mendy for Costalan for Mendy. For now,
mhm.
he's doing what we are expecting from him because he can do everything.
Okay.
But my problem with Lampard is this.
Okay.
Hey, I don't really understand. I don't have problem with anybody, but the problem with me with Lampard is that does it mean that Mason Mount is untouchable, or is he trying to build the team on top of him? The
Tony,
problem
I
I have
can't
with
hear
Lampard is
you.
this.
Tony,
No,
sorry, Tony. You have a problem with your microphone. So in the first show, you didn't want to see Mason Mount. We understand, but do you really think that Mason Mount was the problem today? Please, Tony,
yes,
fix your
yes. Are you hearing me now?
mic.
Are you
Okay.
hearing me now? Are you hearing
Yeah,
me
I
now?
can hear you.
Yes.
Yes. When you remember when I came out, when the lineup came out, I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
because when I said that the three midfield we have, my
Mhm.
problem is missing Mount. Because if you see when everybody is going, there is no someone in the middle.
Okay,
It's
bro,
going
your
left
mic
and
still
left and right.
have some issues, but
Hey,
your mic still
can I
have
respond to
some
Tony?
problem. So if yes, sir, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. The Mason Mount problem, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's mostly built up tension, built up frustration, like since
Mm-hmm.
last season.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mason Mount a lot. I respect him as a player. I think he's like that one player or one of the few players who's always giving 100% for the club. He's
Mm-hmm.
always working hard. He's a good player. He has
Mm-hmm.
quality.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's great, but I think the problem a lot of Chelsea fans have is Lampard. Like, I don't know if Lampard is trying to create this narrative that Mount is like Chelsea's most important player or best player, that he has to play every single game. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what the problem is, really. I mean, I think he should have played today, and he was maybe one of our better players today. And
Mm-hmm.
even in the last games where we've looked really bad, he's been trying. You can see
Mm-hmm.
that. But the problem is that Lampard, he plays him every single game, and I don't think Mount is at that level where he has to play every single game.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen moments where Pulisic has been dropped for Mount to play on the wing. We've seen
Mm-hmm.
Callum Hudson-Odoi on the bench in favor of Mount being on the wing. We've seen Kovacic, even when he was in form at times last season,
Mm-hmm.
dropped for Mount. We've seen just many situations where there seems to be a little bit of, I don't know if favoritism is the word, but
Okay, yeah,
I'm gonna say that. So
yeah, I
I think
respect.
Lampard just needs to chill a little bit and like
Yeah.
Mount is a
Yeah,
good player,
I
but
wanna add to that.
he's not indispensable.
Okay,
That's what I'm
Baggy,
saying,
what do
basically.
you have to say about it,
Yeah,
Mount?
I want to add to that. Regarding what Tony said, I can tell Tony is frustrated, and I can see why he's
Yeah,
frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mason Mount is a very good player, but he's
Mm-hmm.
not good enough for Chelsea to build their team around him.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mason Mount is a very good component of the team, and he should be used as such. But to have the team built around him, mistake. If you're gonna build a team
yeah.
around a player, build it
Mm-hmm.
around your striker, build it around your defender, build it around your midfielder. Okay, who
Okay.
is going to be able to contribute to change the gameplay. Mason Mount will never change the game. Mason Mount will enforce a system, a tactic, but he's not a game changer. Ziyech, game changer. Havertz, when he's on form, game changer. Pulisic, game changer. Okay, Kante, game changer. But Mount, at this point, he's not a game changer. So we shouldn't build a team around him. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, DJ,
I
what do
agree.
you have to say about it, bro? DJ.
Yeah. I think again regarding Mason Mount, I've always said I think what he's crying out for is a rest at the moment. I think he's playing every game. You can
Yeah.
tell sometimes when he's even playing, he does look tired. And
Mhm.
again, as both T-Boy and Baggy have just said,
Baggy.
building a team around him. No, it's not the right thing. I think it's more. For me, it's probably more around the strikers, as Baggy's pointed out, and maybe even Kai Havertz. I think because if he's going to be the young generation player for us going forward for the future as well, I think he really he really needs to start more games. I know he's gone through the whole COVID thing, but as far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, if he's gone through the COVID thing, no one knows what that situation is like unless you've had it. But he's sitting on the bench. then for me he can start. For me he can start. So
okay. I respect your opinions. And Mike, quickly, what do you think about Mason Mount, please?
Yes, on my side, Mason Mount is good. Is a good player,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone is talking about Mason Mount out. Then you are not talking about replacement. Who can do that?
Okay,
So
yeah, that is a very good
Mason
question.
Mount, yes, Mason Mount has won so much games for us.
Mm-hmm.
But what our coach needs to do is just to give him a rest for
Yeah.
just
Okay.
a few games, then he gets back.
Yeah,
My
I
question
agree.
is still remain: who
Mm-hmm.
is the substitute or who will replace Mason Mount? Let's discuss about that. Do we need
Okay,
Declan
so
Rice? What can we do?
all
I
right,
mean,
we have just to deal with what we got right now. So anybody want to jump? Oh, Mr. Cruz been waiting, but your mic is always off. We can't hear you. So if you can fix your mic, we can put you through. Mr. Mike, please. Mr. Cruz. Okay. Okay, now your mic is off.
Can
On.
you hear me?
Yeah, on. Yeah, we can hear you. Please tell us what do you want to say, brother?
Oh, bro, I don't know where to start with this
Mhm.
team, man. It's stressing me out. I mean, Lampard, obviously, we all wanted him to do well. We wanted him to be that guy who came from the first team to lead us to glory. But sometimes we don't have to argue. We don't have to disagree. Sometimes it just is what it is. He's just not good enough. We just have to be honest. He's not good enough with this team, with the amount of money we've spent, with the expectation. Okay, if you're looking at a style of play to say maybe he's got some tactics and maybe some of the decisions, you can see where he's trying to take things. It's not there. It's just not there. So I
Okay,
think
so what is your solution? If you were Abramovich tonight, what are you gonna do?
I wouldn't sack him tonight, okay? Because when we're talking about sacking a manager, I think some people don't understand the implications that has for the team and for the club itself. So financially, for us to get rid of a manager mid-season, it's not a good financial decision. I heard some guys earlier talking about maybe there's potentially a rift in the dressing room. We don't know if that's fact yet. So, but I think inside the club, they'll know where they're trying to go. They'll know what the decisions. Ultimately, the club have to weigh up. Director of football, Czech, Moreno, they have to look at it and say, is this where we envision this team to be at the turn of the new year? And I think the answer will be no. So
I agree with you. Somebody is telling us Tony Pulis in. What do you think about that?
Tony Pulis.
Yes,
Tony Pulis.
Yes.
Seriously.
Oh man, I think I don't want to spend too long. I think managerial wise, I think there are probably, and I know this might be controversial, there's probably about 17 other managers in this league right now, tactically, that could probably do a lot better with this squad.
Okay.
I think he's living on sort of the sort of the feeling that the club and the affinity that the fans have towards him. But if we're being honest, he hasn't got it tactically. And in these big games, when you're talking about 2-0 down after 20 minutes at home, I think that says it all there with 6 COVID injuries for Man City. So I'm not too sure he's the right guy.
So no, somebody is talking about a Big Sam.
Big Sam.
Oh my god, that gets worse. Big Sam.
Oh mate.
I'm surprised no one's Lampard you yet.
Oh no, Lampard would be even worse.
I know, bro, I know. I'm just saying.
Literally.
My goodness. Okay, so let's say Mount's still better than Jorginho. Well, that looks like many people are not gonna agree. Let's put some other brothers in if they want to say something. Ishmael, Mr. Ishmael, please unmute yourself so we can put you through because you still. Okay, so what do you have to say, brother Ishmael?
Okay, what I have to say, I just want to ask whether Lampard did not have any information, is only 4-3-3.
Okay, guys, so he's asking a question to everybody who wanna jump. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's asking about, Frank Lampard only have one formation, 4-3-3. So what do you think about that?
And another one, I think it's not all the game we are going to play with a 4-3-3. from my own opinion, from my own like opinion.
I think today we went 4-2-3-1. So you kind of saw Kante and Kante and Kovacic were kind of the base. And then I think he went three across the middle. I think he went wide left. He put Pulisic on the right, Ziyech, and just behind the striker was Mason Mount. So I don't think he only can play 4-3-3, but I think the personnel, I think what he's done to the team from the beginning of the season has been wrong. I mean, ultimately, you told Giroud, listen, I'm going to go and buy this striker, Timo Werner, for whatever plus mil. You're not part of my plans. Then all of a sudden, you play him the first few games of the season, and you think, oh, hold on a minute, he doesn't look ready. Let me take him out the team, put Tammy in, Tammy's probably thinking, hold on, I might have to look at if I need to find a new club. Then you put after. Sorry, someone was jumping in.
Yeah, there's some. Hey, brother, just make sure. Yeah, there's just some noise behind the scenes, but
yeah. But yeah, I think he kind of confused some of the players. He knocked Timo's confidence straight off. And then in big games like this now, he's asking them to turn up against Man City and go through the middle and just score. It kind of doesn't really work like that. If you said he was your striker in the summer, you dropped Giroud, you dropped Tammy first few games, then all of a sudden Giroud, of course, he hit some good form in Europe. We all know that he probably was the best in form wise, but then now he's not. Where is he again? We can't see him again. So you're brilliant, then you're not good, then you are good, then Timo on the left, then Timo on the left, then Timo on the right. Then Pulisic, you're not good enough because we're starting Timo on the left and Ziyech on the right. And it's too much chopping and changing. It's New Year. We don't even know the best team. He's got no rhythm, no consistency. And Atletico Madrid could be scary like Bayern Munich last season.
Don't even remind me that. Don't even remind me that that's...
it could be scary, man. It could be scary.
I can just skip that day, you know. I will skip, you know, somehow skip that day.
Like PlayStation.
Just skip that day. So, Baggy, do you know our best starting 11? Because it looks like Frank Lampard is just changing, twisting our best formation and our best starting 11.
I think the best formation for us is Lampard's preferred formation, which is the 4-2-3-1. I think I can't remember who was talking about the formations, but Frank Lampard does mix and match. I mean, he plays the 5 at the back formation. He plays 4-2-3-1. He plays a 4-3-3. He also played the diamond formation pre-season last season. So he does try out new things. But to be honest, I think the issue is not the formation. I think the issue is the style. It's a style of play.
100%.
You know, I mean, what do we do? Do we play direct football? Do we play on the wings? Do we play down the center? Do we play on the counter attack, on the break? Do we slow build up, fast build up? I mean, you know, we're talking about FIFA. You know, he should go and see my custom tactics on FIFA. Might teach him a couple of things. But you know, no, seriously. But you know, you have to have tactics that suit your players and suit your team.
I agree with you.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, today it was more direct, while as the past couple of games it's been down the wings. Okay, can't you do both at the same time? I mean, both at the same time would make a big difference, I reckon.
Okay, Mr. DJ, what do you think about our first, the best first 11 and the formation? Do you?
I think the place you put on today, I think I don't know if most of us on this panel could probably go with what we wanted to see. I think we wanted to see Ziyech and Pulisic on the left and the right. Obviously Werner down the middle. So he's got that bit right. And then obviously the midfield. I mean, we got Kante holding, which you've always said should be his best position. Then you've got the two midfielders after that. Now it's between those two midfielders. Do you go with Kovac? Do you go with Mount? Do you go with Jorginho? Do you go with Kovac? Do you go with Havertz? Do you go? It goes on like that. For me, I think he got his formation right today in terms of the plays he picked. But for some reason or another, the players are not supplementing it onto the field.
The player look just deflated. They look dead. Like they don't want to be there. It's just like no energy, no that sense of never die attitude. I don't know what's going on. Maybe something is happening behind the scenes that we really.
I think the personnel could have been. I think personnel was decent. I think, like you said, not many of us would have changed much from the starting 11. I think maybe just if Mason Mount is going to be this creative player that we need him to be, can he actually fulfill that in a game? If you look at contributions, I know somebody else said earlier he's fundamental in a lot of games last season we won with him in the team and things like that. And he's won us a few games. He has in terms of his industry and tracking back. But ultimately, it's Chelsea. We're talking about a player tracking back and tackling. Like, we Sunderland. We need him to goal contributions. You look at Maddison today scoring goals. Grealish. Is he going to be that number 10 to pick up the ball, turn out a defense, and they think, shit, we have to defend. This guy's got the ball running at us. When he gets the ball, he's 50-50. He can play a good pass. Sometimes he can't. It's not consistent enough. And like I said, just on bottom line, goal contributions, goals and assists. He's not that player for me. We need Kai Havertz to step up. But I'm hearing COVID being used as an excuse. Obviously, it's a bad illness, but I think I don't even know if that's the reason, to be honest. Because before we did see glimpses earlier on in the season, and he didn't look ready. Maybe he's going to need a year or two to bed in. But I think just that number 10 role with Werner up front is key. That the number 10 is providing balls into the channel. Is very sort of providing for Werner to flourish. If Werner's not going to flourish with Mason Mount behind him, then I think today potentially could have started with Tammy or Giroud if we were planning to get balls wide to Ziyech and Christian Pulisic.
All right, so
I want to add to that. One thing that a lot of the players were talking about, at the beginning of the season, a lot of the new guys were saying, one of the reasons why they chose Chelsea is because of Frank Lampard. They wanted to come into the club because they wanted to be playing for Frank Lampard. Well, listen, lad, Frank Lampard today is in trouble. Frank Lampard today is fighting for his job. Why don't you guys step up to the business? I mean, if you guys want to,
very, very good point. It's like they are letting him down. Exactly, Baggy.
That's why I saw today. I did not. Well, not today. For the past 6 games, to be honest, I did not see that. You
don't see that fighting. Like, we're gonna fight for our manager because he brought us here.
Exactly.
That is a good point. Very, very good point. So, guys, we still have 8 minutes to go. We're gonna go around and give everybody a chance just to say, okay, if you are Abramovich tonight, what are you gonna do? And what next? Where we go from here? So let's go around. Maybe start by who wanna start?
I'll go first.
Okay, Baggy, go first, please.
Yeah, Abramovich tonight will be getting something strong to drink, and then hopefully he won't make a decision until tomorrow morning. Because I'll be honest, if I was Abramovich, I'd be really upset. But at the same time, Abramovich and Lampard, they go back. They go way back. So hopefully, he would contemplate a little bit, and he would give Lampard some ultimatums and say, "Look, mate, you're having a bad run, but this is a club that that goes bigger than any one individual. So you need to do this by this timeline. Otherwise, I'm going to have to get an alternative manager." And that's how I think Abramovich will be handling it.
Okay, so Baggy, just a personal question: do they sell alcohol where you are at? I thought
yes, they do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just curious. Thank you, Baggy TV. Everybody, Baggy TV, great channel. My own brother. Go subscribe, man. Go subscribe. He's more calm than I am. I'm a crazy guy. So
I put a link in the private chat. If you can paste it in the main chat, that will.
Okay, let me go there. Everybody go to Baggy TV, subscribe to the channel. Who's next? I will copy it and paste to anybody. Okay, I'll talk to you later, brother. Just a couple.
I'll let Cruz go next. Cruz wants to go.
Okay.
Okay, cool. If I was Abramovich, what was the question? Sorry again. If I was Abramovich, what would I do?
What will you do tonight? What is your decision, and where we go from now?
And if I was him, I would have looked at it as a season. I think to pull the plug on Lampard now, as much as I don't think he's the right manager, it might sound hypocritical. I don't think now is the right time. You can be the wrong manager, but the timing for you to be sacked cannot be the right time. And I think he's possibly in a transition between now and maybe the end. Maybe I'd say the end of the season where he's got to show. I think, like Baggy just said, he can actually turn it around. So I think he's maybe going to have like some targets. I think for me at the beginning of the season it was top 4. I know a lot of fans were saying we're going to win, and everyone was kind of ranting and raving. I still didn't think he was the right man from day one. So beginning of when we actually put him in charge. But I think if I'm Abramovich, I know you don't want to think about it, but the Atletico Madrid game, I think if that one is, if that one isn't as bad as I think, if we can manage to get a result there, I think that will depend on his job, because that will show that at least with the big games, he can turn up and show something. In the Premier League now, he's going to have to get top 4 as a minimum. So I think that's how he will be judged in the league. Top 4 is a minimum now. I think everybody knows we're kind of not going to win the league now. But I think that Champions League run...
It looks like Arsenal are catching on us.
It's scary.
That's good. That's scary. Yeah.
I purposely didn't say anything to any Arsenal fans as well. I purposely didn't say anything because I knew our game was coming up. I knew it. And I said, I'm not going to say a word. And my phone hasn't even stopped now, to be fair. With Arsenal fans just giving it to me.
I'm going to block everybody, bro. That's what I do. For the next couple of weeks, it's done.
Yeah.
So
for me,
I really appreciate Mr. Cruz.
Yeah.
Top 4 and Champions League. What city from, Mr. Cruz?
London.
Oh, you from London? Do you have any social media or any YouTube channel to plug? Anything?
No, not really. I'm not really big on social media. I've actually been following you recently subscribed. So I like the whole live phone is. I think you do a good job, man. So
thank you so much, brother.
To put my word in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anytime, man.
Problem.
Anytime, come and let's discuss.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I have to wish you a good day because this day is dead anyway.
This day is over.
Thank you, Mr. Cruz. Let's go, DJ. What do you have to say, brother?
Well, where do I say? I think the only thing I can say is give Lampard time. Yes, but I think what the situation Lampard has got at the moment is Tuchel's come now available. He's available now, and I think what will happen is Roman Abramovich will clearly look at that, because I know he wanted Tuchel back a couple of seasons ago, and I think he will give Lampard the time. I think Lampard should be given the time. But again, it's all about results now. I mean, he's going to look. Obviously, obviously the FA Cup is still. People are going to say FA Cup's going to be a big game, but I can just. I'm not have the thought of us even losing that game, because that would just be a complete policy, if we lose that FA Cup. That would be. But I can't see that happening. But in terms of actually keeping Lampard, yes, give him a chance. Give him at least until I'd say the end of the season. But as I said, we all know it's a results business. If he feels that this is not going anywhere, he'll obviously talk to Lampard, because obviously they go way back. But he'll also say, look, I will have to eventually get a manager that is going to be taking us to where I want us to be. And for now, Lampard in. I've never been one of those who wanted Lampard out or Lampard in. I think he needs to be given the time. And let's just see what happens with that, bro. Let's see what happens with that. That's all I can say on a different scale today.
I really appreciate your help. Always there for us, for the channel. And man, try to enjoy your moment with your daughter and all that, man. This is just sport. They're just spending millions, and we're just suffering here. I don't know if they can feel the same way as we do, but it is what it is, man. Anytime, come back, brother.
Bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me on the show. Big up to your channel as well, bro. Big up to you. All right,
thanks,
cheers,
man. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Ishmael. Mr. Ishmael, are you still there? Yeah, what do you have to say? Say goodbye to people, because it's the end already.
Okay.
Push your agenda. Push your agenda or whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. But, I'm going to say that we started like a new year with bad results.
Yeah.
So we don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
But I see blue and light gone.
Yeah. Where are you calling from, brother?
I'm calling from Italy.
What?
Italy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's man, take care of your family. Don't kill yourself. This is just football. Okay, take care of your daughter, your kid. I
know, because I am playing football too. So
okay. You play
I know
football?
what is going on. Yeah.
Okay, so what position you play?
I'm a defender, center defender.
Oh,
So
a center defender. Maybe we
yeah,
need
yeah.
you. We need you in that team, man.
We don't know
we
in
need
the future, but
to,
we
we
are
need to fix
fearing
that team.
and we are expecting to see what God can do for us.
Yeah.
So
All right,
I
brother. So
still keep it. All right,
it was a pleasure having you here. Come back anytime.
all
And
right.
yeah, you're welcome all the time, man.
Okay. I wish you a happy New Year.
Okay,
You and
happy
your
New Year to you
friends
too.
and family.
Thank
Okay.
you so much, sir. See you later.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hey,
Okay. See
hey,
you later.
she's cute. She's cute.
She's crying.
She start crying.
Yeah, she started crying.
All right, so people, let's call the day, man. What a day! Another L. Yeah, the first game of the new year, and here I am, miserable. Chelsea, look what you're doing to me. Everybody, subscribe to the channel if you want to cheer me up. Give the video a like. It is what it is. God bless you, and see you in the next one.